Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you as always, and I hope you're keeping well. This is the preview of West Ham's 8th home game of the 23-24 Premier League season, where we welcome Wolverhampton Wanderers to the London Stadium for a 2 o'clock kickoff this Sunday afternoon live on Sky Sports. As always guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some very nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with some very nice Wolves gear in there as well, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Foodbanks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, to help put food on the tables for those who've been really struggling over the last 4 to 5 years, guys. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate of you and I. Now, as always guys, there's timestamps in the description below, so there's going to be a little bar around here so you can jump to whichever section you wish. Of course, I'd like you to stay around as long as possible, but if you don't have that time, then you're more than welcome to jump around. And of course guys, put your comments in the comment section at any point of this video. I want to know your thoughts on every single section that we talk about. So let's kick it off as we always do with the officials. The referee for this game, unfortunately, is Chris Kavanagh. His assistants are Simon Bennett and Dan Rabathan. The fourth official is Graham Scott. On VAR, we have the Aussie Jared Gillett, and his assistant is Darren Can. So quite a mixed bag there. Now, of course, guys, as we all know, we welcome Craig Ballon Dawson back to the London Stadium for his first appearance as an away player, an opposition player, I should say, since his move in January to Wolverhampton Wanderers. It was a shame that we lost him, but it is what it is. And likewise, former Bournemouth manager as well as former ex-West Ham player Gary O'Neill, we welcome him back to the London Stadium as well. So our last 6 home games in terms of the Premier League games against Wolves aren't really relevant, because as we know, they haven't been in the Premier League since the 2011-12 and 17-18 seasons. But our last 5 home games against Wolves in the Premier League shows we've won 3 times, drawn none and lost twice. David Moyes' home record in the Premier League against Wolves, will get through all teams he's managed, shows he's won 5, drawn twice and lost once. Now Wolves are currently 13th in the table with 5 wins, 4 draws and 7 losses, scoring 21 goals and conceding 26, so on a -5 goal difference on 19 points. Wolves are a good team. They really are. I think to a degree, I think Gary O'Neill has turned things around with Wolves, but they're nowhere near as good as they used to be, but they're nowhere near as bad as they used to be either, for that matter. I mean, their away form, for example, they've won twice, drawn once and lost 5 times so far, scoring 10 goals and conceding 13. Now, Gary O'Neill joined Wolves, as I mentioned earlier, about just after being sacked from Bournemouth at the start of the season. I can't believe he's 3 years younger than me, guys. It's ridiculous. But football is football. Gary O'Neill's go-to formation is an unsurprising and altogether quite predictable and boring 4-2-3-1. I'm getting sick of this formation. I really do. Everybody seems to like this formation, and therefore it's not unique. But it is what it is, including our own manager. Now, Wolves' style of play is attacking down both wings and playing with width, and they play quite aggressive football as well, and play in their own half. They are strong at counter-attacks, coming back from losing positions, protecting the lead and stealing possession from the opposition, but they are weak at defending against wing attacks and against skillful players, and are very weak at avoiding fouls in dangerous areas. So, very much areas that I think we can exploit, guys. As I say, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. Now, in terms of Wolves injuries, as of the time of this recording, Castro is out with an unknown reason till around about February. Hodge is out until the new year with a shoulder injury. It looks like Neto is 25% chance of returning this week from a thigh strain. I know Al-Nouri is 50-50 for returning from his ankle injury, and Lamina is 75% chance of returning from a knock, which basically means he's going to be available. Now, players to look out for: attacking midfielder Kuna is their highest away scorer so far with 4 goals on the road. He likes to shoot from distance and tackle. He plays the ball off the ground often and gets fouled, and fouls often too. He's very strong at dribbling and defensive work and strong at passing and holding onto the ball, but he is weak at aerial duels. Attacking midfielder Neto is their highest away assister with 4 assists so far on the road this season. He likes to cross, he's very strong at it, he's strong at key passes, taking set pieces and dribbling, but he is weak at aerial duels, finishing and his defensive work. Now, Big Doors apparently is weak at aerial duels, tackling and defensive discipline. Don't 100% remember that. I know he can be a bit of a hothead sometimes, but he's one of the best defenders we've let go. I mean, obviously, as we remember, he left for personal reasons, but yeah, I think he's... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on this analysis here, but you never know. Attacking midfielder Silva likes to dribble, looks a lot down the left-hand side. He commits fouls often. He's very strong at through balls, but he is weak at holding onto the ball, crossing, and defensive work as well. Goalkeeper Jose Sarr is strong at penalty saves, but he's weak at long passing and concentration, so I think we can exploit a few of those issues there. Defensive midfielder Lamina is an indirect set-piece threat. He's strong at blocking the ball, tackling, and concentration, but is also weak at defensive discipline as well. And finally, defender Semedo, as we all know, he likes to dribble and commits fouls often. He's strong at dribbling and concentration and blocking the ball, but he is weak at crossing and defensive concentrations as well. So, yeah, I think we're going to be in for an entertaining game with this, guys. Especially now, I do want to apologise. Let's turn to West Ham for a second. I do want to apologise for my very lacklustre review of last night's Europa League game. I was knackered. I really was knackered. But let's talk about Fulham first of all, because I haven't really talked about it that much. I did say that yesterday's Europa League game needs to be an apology game, and it was. Very, very, it's ridiculous conceding 5-0 against Fulham. I do genuinely think every now and again there is a lot of discord in the changing room. I really, there's something not right. Fulham exploited it. A few previous, Palace exploited it to a certain extent as well, for that matter. But to get back to win 2-0 against Fiorentina, against Freiburg last night. Freiburg last night. Very, very happy with that. Now, Alvarez, who scored one of the 2 goals last night, his 50% chance of returning due to the hip injury that he picked up last night. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do here, guys, in terms of the starting 11, which we'll talk about in a second. Areola seems fit from his wrist injury, as the Premier League Fantasy Football has ruled him completely fit. He no longer shows up on PremierInjuries.com website as being injured as well. So I'm hoping he's going to be fully back for that. Obviously, Fabianski has had a new contract extension confirmed. So yeah, we're going to be with him until at least the summer of 2025. Does that mean that we can't find the replacement goalkeeper enough, or does that mean that we're just going to try and sell him, and we do? It's interesting, and again, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. But the only player that seems to be not returning really for this game, other than Alvarez, is Antonio. He has resumed training this week, but is looking more likely to be focusing for the Man United game next weekend. So let's talk about the starting 11 now, guys. As I say, I do kind of think that we need to mix this up a little bit. I know David Moyes said he's not really sure if he will, which probably means that he will. But he hasn't been doing the starting 11 that I've been wanting to put out anyway. So this is the starting 11. And of course, guys, I want to hear what you would do if you were David Moyes. Please, please, please don't say, I don't think this player is going to play. I don't think that player is going to play. Give me your starting 11. Yeah. Even if you agree with me, just say, I would swap blah, X for Y. Yeah, simple as that. But guys, this is the starting 11 that I would put out if I was in charge of David Moyes, in charge of West Ham. Both actually. If I was in charge of West Ham and if I was in charge of David Moyes, this is the starting 11 that I would tell him to put out.
Areola in goal, with a back 4 of Soufal, Kehrer, Mavropanos and Emerson. Fornals in the defensive midfield position behind James Ward-Prowse, sitting behind Kudus, Paquetá and Cornet, with Bowen up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. Loads of you are not subscribed that you've been viewing over the last 3 to 4 weeks. It's fantastic, and we're 2,449 at the time of this recording. Just one more person to subscribe to get us to 2,450. It'd be lovely if you can do that. Please do like, share and subscribe. Share this to everybody that you know is West Ham and might not be aware of this channel, because there's quite a lot of people that aren't. If you haven't already done so, guys, go check out the my full-time thoughts video on on the Freiburg game if you want to have a bit of a laugh, because I am very tired in that. I haven't watched it back. I just recorded it and uploaded it yesterday. But guys, enjoy your weekend, and of course we'll be back for the full-time thoughts video on Sunday afternoon. But other than that, have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care now. All the best.